All right, class is back. I want to talk about one of the things I touched on before in talking about how mistakes can be good things. And this is a big one because this ties into my other one I was talking about with mentorship. So let's talk about going from mistake to mentor. So a lot of my college students, a lot of people like myself, this actually was a conversation I was having with my mom earlier. A lot of us are first generation college students, college graduates. Our parents might feel like they made the mistake of not going to college. So they pushed us, they made the sacrifices, did everything they could so we could go. Now, one of the most important things, they might feel like they made a mistake by not going. However, they've become a mentor in their child's life by saying, hey, don't give up, don't fall behind, keep pushing yourself. So the main thing is, it's not that they're the mentors in a college graduate, they're giving you guidance from a different perspective. So in a way, whatever they've done has made you better and given them a position where they can give you actual guidance, right? They can basically steer you in that direction as a student or as a graduate. So it's definitely not a mistake, it's just a shift in perspective. Now the next thing is in my career, right? So I have an older cousin who's a professor too. I was talking with her about some of the challenges we face, and she was able to kind of coach me through because I've been teaching for about 4 years. So every level is a little bit different. Every time something happens, it puts you in a different space. Like it might be an evaluation, or it might be some coaching or something where it could benefit you. But the thing is, as humans, I do think that a lot of the time, when we're first generation or we're the first ones to do something to our knowledge, we deal with a little bit of that imposter syndrome. So we might feel attacked if we get critiqued. However, I've had a peer that was able to kind of give me the guidance of like, hey, don't make this mistake. Here's where people go wrong. So maybe it's not that that person's made the mistake, but they've seen how other people make the mistake, and they can give you the guidance, right? Now, the last one is I'm 40 now. So I was able to learn, through my 20s and my 30s. My 20s, I was in survival mode. I was basically just trying to figure things out, right? In my 30s, I built up, a lot of my career, a lot of my achievements. But in my 40s, I've done a lot of internal work, right? Working on my internal self, right? So I was at the gym earlier, and I was talking with a younger guy in the gym, and I was able to he was presenting himself in a way where it was kind of like young, in his younger 20s, kind of, loud energy, kind of the excitement, right? And you want to tell people, hey, you never know who's watching, and you never know what opportunities can come out. In a social setting, even a gym, there was a saying once that the sauna is the new golf course, meaning that's where a lot of business deals happen, is when we had like our first recession, it used to be that people were on the golf course making business deals, then people started going to the gym. So one mistake I used to make is the way I presented myself in public sometimes, it wasn't that it was beneficial for my career or for where my trajectory was going. I was just in the moment, right? So I would try to say, hey, one thing I would do since he's in his younger 20s and I'm twice his age, is like, hey, don't make the mistake I made, or don't put yourself in a position where other people have made that mistake. They might have turned me off to mentoring them or working with them or coaching with them. So I hope that this one helps. Definitely how our mistakes can make us a mentor to someone else, or how you can learn from other people's mistakes, right? So always something new, always something to learn.